For so long, successive governments in Nigeria have been consistent in virtually neglecting the rural areas, which paradoxically play host to the larger percentage of the country's population. To redress the imbalance, the Fashola administration developed the Integrated Rural Development Strategy, a development concept designed principally to address the felt needs of the rural communities through the provision of basic infrastructure.
The conscious effort, therefore, has been to find out what has contributed or precipitated that need to dislocate from where there is a shelter, from where usually there's probably food, in search of life in the city. And research has shown that this has been because either food, agriculture, for example, has been largely a rural activity where there's vast acres of land to farm and cultivate. And inevitably, you find people want to either bring their produce to the city to come and process because there's probably electricity there, there are machines there. So you do that community a world of good, and you do the whole economy a world of good if you take the processing facilities, you take electricity to that place. And those people do not come to become the army of jobless young men and women roaming city centers. They are engaged in a productive activity from which they will earn money. That is one. Even if they are producing food, they are processing them, and they are exporting or selling to the high-consuming urban centers. What you find also is that they want the quality life for their children. They want good education. And inevitably, in pursuit of that education, children and sometimes parents have to relocate. So what we've done as a government is to ensure that most of the services that would ordinarily attract them to the city centers are located in their various communities.
It is also very, very important to know that the present administration is very, very extremely passionate about the upliftment of the activities within the rural sectors of our economy, and that is been reflected in the budgetary allocation to this ministry over years.
With a full-fledged ministry solely dedicated to the development of rural communities in the state, the government proceeded to formulate and articulate an implementation strategy for its programs.
The criteria for certain projects are very clear. The first being what is called the need assessment. The ministry is always embarking on what is called the need assessment. That is, what are the needs of the various communities? And when you do the need assessment, you must also draw your priorities. Which one comes first? Is it water? Is it road? Is it electricity? And of course, in drawing your priorities, you want to look at which one will be much more impactful. And then, apart from looking at which one is much more impactful, you also want to see which ones are cost effective.
Based on these criteria, projects were approved for execution in the rural communities in the following areas: provision of rural water and sanitation, rural electrification, road construction, food security, rural water jetties, community health centers, as well as community or town halls. Of the 1,500 rural communities identified for development under the Integrated Rural Development Scheme in 2008, 38 have been selected, and various projects have commenced in the affected communities. They include the distribution of 60 units of transformers, commencement of 141 water projects, 10 solar projects,